Well, hello everyone, it's Jordan Howard here, and this podcast is on how to eat cheap and healthy. Let's begin in the first slide. The first segment. Your body is a temple. As Christians, we should indeed eat healthy because we should take care of our bodies. In 1 Corinthians 6:19 we read, "What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost, which is in you, which ye have of God, and ye are not your own." The verse above is talking about abstaining from sexual immorality. It also means that we should take care of our body. Eating healthy is one of the ways of how we should do that. It's okay to have a treat once in a while, but just don't do it too often. It's important to know how to eat cheap and healthy more than ever, especially with things like inflation and shrinkflation. The health grocery store YouTubers are not entirely helpful because they almost only recommend the hipster products that are not available in most grocery stores. Bear in mind that you do not have to go to Whole Foods, Sprouts, or Trader Joe's in order to buy healthy products. You can easily do that at a local grocery store. Also, bear in mind that diets are not a one-plate-fits-all situation, as different people need different diets. I would recommend a healthy diet that is at least 50% fat, 20 to 30% protein, and no more than 25% carbs. You should also work out on a regular basis if you're physically able to do so. Extreme diets like crash diets and juice cleanses are a terrible idea, and there will be more on that in the sixth segment. High fat and mid to low carb diets are perfectly healthy, as that's actually the way we were supposed to eat in the first place. High carb diets, on the other hand, are unhealthy, as they can lead to several different health issues. Stay until the seventh and final segment to see a bulky list of affordable healthy foods. Now for the second segment, misconception. There is a common misconception that says that eating healthy is so expensive. The reason why this misconception exists is because of the hipster products in the central aisles that are more expensive than their traditional counterparts. If you buy healthy traditional products in the central aisles like 100% peanut butter, canned vegetables, or plain pork rinds, then it will be affordable. The difference between 100% peanut butter and the ultra-processed peanut butter is that the 100% peanut butter is only made with peanuts alone, or both peanuts and salt. On the other hand, the ultra-processed peanut butter is sugary and has several synthetic ingredients like monoamiglycerides and synthetic seed oils. There's only a few hipster products in the central aisles that are actually affordable, and you can buy those if you want to. All of the products are also affordable, all of the produce are also affordable too. So is bagged kale and collard greens. Frozen fruits and vegetables are also affordable. Most traditional healthy products in the central aisles made with all natural ingredients are also affordable too. The traditional healthy products in the central aisles will only make up about 10 to 20% of the food in the central aisles, depending on the store you go to. God will also give you the grace to budget properly, and you also want to buy most food from the produce or perimeter aisles. On to the third segment, store brands over name brands. It's going to be cheaper to get these store brands over the name brands. Only get the name brand option if there isn't a store brand version made with all natural ingredients. This means that if you want to avoid anything that has synthetic ingredients when buying healthy products. And more on that in the fifth segment. The store brand options for basic things like milk and beans taste just as good as the name brand options. We should avoid synthetic seed oils because they are highly processed and inflammatory, and are therefore very bad for you. Avocado oil, butter, and olive oil are all affordable, and you can cook in those. Real butter is actually healthy, while margarine is very bad for you, because margarine is just synthetic seed oils. Big Pharma lied about butter being bad for you to get people into synthetic seed oils so that Big Pharma could make big bucks off of people getting sick, which is very corrupt. Butter is actually good for you as it's a good source of omega-3s. Healthy saturated fats like butter and animal fats do not clog your arteries. It's the synthetic seed oils and synthetic ingredients that clog your arteries. There is a really good documentary called Fat Fiction that I would definitely recommend watching. Carbs are not the body's preferred source of energy. It's actually fat that is the body's preferred source of energy. Bulk buying healthy food when they go on sale is a very good idea too. Same goes for bulk buying canned vegetables, canned tuna or salmon, or a large bag of beans is also a very good idea too. And another best thing to do for shopping for healthy food is to go to the cheapest grocery store in your area. On to the fourth segment, differing aisles. Grocery stores have different parts. There's the produce aisle, the perimeter aisles, and the central aisles. But by the time you get to the central aisles, you will have left about 80 to 90% of the nutrition, which is why shopping for healthy food in the central aisles can be complicated. It's complicated due to the combination of unhealthy products that are falsely marketed as healthy and the hipster products costing a fortune. The best aisles to go to are the produce and perimeter aisles. The tips here make it easy to eat cheap and healthy. The best benefit that will come from this is a healthy lifestyle and saving money. Pick a healthy diet that works for you. Again, it looks different for everyone. Bear in mind that healthy diets are not ethnicity based, but are based on your body. One person might need a diet that's 50% fat, 30% protein, and 20% carbs. And another person might need a diet that's 70% fat, 20% protein, and 10% carbs. In the central aisles, you will want things like 100% peanut butter, olive oil, avocado oil, oats, canned vegetables or lentils, and canned tuna or salmon. Bear in mind that oats are like sea salt. It's healthy, and it's also easy to overdo it. Oats should be consumed sparingly, and then when you have them, pair it with fat, fiber, and protein, as that unlocks more nutrition. When you buy oats, make sure that it's the plain oats and not the flavored ones. When you buy pork rinds, make sure it's the plain pork rinds and not the flavored ones. On to the fifth segment, check ingredients. When buying products out of the central aisles or sometimes the perimeter aisles, you should check the ingredients before buying it because there are a lot of unhealthy products that are falsely marketed as healthy. There's even some brands of cottage cheese that are ultra processed, which totally sucks. When buying cottage cheese, make sure that it's made with all natural ingredients, and that it doesn't have any synthetic additives or other artificial ingredients. Most brands of half and half and heavy cream are also ultra-processed too, as they often have synthetic additives like polysorbate 80 or monoglycerides. In the US or Canada, you want to avoid ingredients that sound like stuff in a lab. And then in Europe, you want to avoid E numbers. The E numbers like E129 or E332 are Europe's version of synthetic additives and other artificial ingredients. You also want to avoid synthetic food dyes too. When you buy cheese, make sure that it's real cheese and not processed cheese. The ingredients list will tell you if it's real or if it's ultra-processed. Bear in mind that the claim that most olive and avocado oils are fake is a blatant facade. That is not true because if it were true, then it would say so in the ingredients list. When you buy olive or avocado oil from the store, it's guaranteed to be real olive or avocado oil. But food companies are not allowed to lie in the ingredients list. Now on to the sixth segment, warning against fad diets. It's important to avoid fad diets because such diets do more harm than good. In an older podcast that I did about accident health, I accidentally presented false information about the keto diet because at the time I thought that it was a fad diet that was terrible. It wasn't too long ago as of the recording of this podcast when I found out that I was totally wrong about the keto diet. The keto diet is not terrible and it's not a fat diet, as it's actually a healthy diet if done right. The correction will be displayed in the description of that podcast I did. Doing the keto diet incorrectly can be bad for the kidneys though. Extreme diets that eliminate essential food groups are also horrible as well. Here are some examples of fat diets that should be avoided. Raw vegan diets, carnivore diet, crash diets, juice cleanses, special K diets, high carb diets, and other extreme diets. If you choose to go vegetarian or vegan, you will need to do so with caution. The carnivore diet is one of the worst fat diets out there because it's nutritionally bankrupt in a lot of areas. And that fat diet would lead to a fiber deficiency and also a deficiency in other fundamental nutrients that are only found in fat foods like beta-glucans or vitamin C. Now on to the seventh and final segment, list of affordable health foods. There are plenty of affordable health foods to buy at the grocery store. They are actually more affordable than ultra-processed foods. The foods with an asterisk next to them indicate that you need to consume sparingly. Here's a list of affordable healthy foods. Frozen fish, fruits and vegetables, both fresh and frozen, frozen fruits, canned vegetables, beans, lentils, barley, plain oats, sea salt, plain pork rinds, olive oil, avocado oil. Make sure you get the store brands for those too. Butter. Make sure you get butter and not margarine. The ingredients list will tell you if it's butter or margarine. Brown rice, canned tuna, canned salmon, canned sardines. Make sure it's in water, olive oil, or avocado oil. Canned fruits that don't have added sugars or synthetic ingredients added. Whole grain cereals that don't have any synthetic ingredients. Whole milk, real cheese, eggs, and fortunately they are affordable again. Whole grain noodles, plain Greek yogurts, plain full fat yogurts, and canned legumes. Oh, and in the yogurt you actually want the full fat because that has omega-3 fatty acids. Bear in mind that the fortification of foods is not synthetic. I am putting this out because there are some health grocery store influencers who claim that the fortification of foods is synthetic, when in reality it's not synthetic. And that's it for this podcast. Have a nice day, and goodbye.